The back-to-school debate continues. Is the Ford government's plan safe enough for students and teachers? The Premier was on the defensive again today, insisting he has the best plan in the country.
We have the best plan, bar none, over any province. All the other provinces are shouting and screaming saying we want Ontario's plan.
The Ontario government is putting in place the strictest masking guidelines for students in the country, making them mandatory in grades 4 to 12 and encouraging them for the younger grades. But it is the class sizes that continues to draw the most criticism. Most high school students will be in cohorts of 15, but classes are not being reduced in elementary grades.
Do we all want smaller classes? 100%. But I think the plan is phenomenal. It's the best plan in the entire country.
Most elementary classes are capped at 20 in grades 1 to 3, but in grades 4 to 8, board averages are set at 24.5, which means some classes could be lower and some higher. Education unions are asking the Toronto District School Board to stand up to the government, calling for all grades to have cohorts of 15. Doug Ford shot back at that.
I'll always take the advice off world-class pediatricians and infectious disease experts over head of any union or head of union stewards, because that's a little bit of politics are being played here.
But the Premier is not heeding all expert advice. A report from the Hospital for Sick Children that he has praised recommends smaller class sizes should be a priority strategy, as it will aid in physical distancing and reduce potential spread. The Premier says the government is providing school boards with $80 million to reduce class sizes, but the Toronto District School Board alone says they would need $250 million for smaller classes in elementary grades. There are still so many unknowns at play. The Chief Medical Officer of Health today acknowledged there still isn't enough data to know for sure what the COVID infection rate is among young children.
The general messaging is that our incidence in that age group is very small. And testing of a lot of children so far has remained low. Our seropositivity on some of our tests, especially those under the age of 9, very low and almost like zero. So we're trying to understand how that works.
Now, there are many other important elements to the Ford government's back-to-school plan, which provides $309 million to boards for extra cleaning, staff, and PPE for teachers and staff. A key question, though, is how many parents will keep their children at home, and will that contribute to lower class sizes? The TDSB is putting a survey out next week in the hopes it will help them understand the numbers and plan better for back to school.